Hi, my name is Micah. I'm a holistic and spiritual counselor, and I want to share a book that I wrote called Healing Through Awakening. I wrote this, I published it 4 years ago, and I wrote it over the course of 7 years following a spiritual awakening that I had in 2009, and it was a life-changing kind of experience. It happened after coming across Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth. And so as I was reading that book, I started to go through this transformation, becoming aware of my own ego, seeing all of these ego patterns in myself of negativity and fear and limiting beliefs about myself and the world. And I had this kind of profound unraveling of my ego structure, which allowed my energy field to open up and expand. And I was in this beautiful state of like bliss and joy and love for a few weeks straight, a very concentrated period of time of just intense bliss. And then the ego structure kind of started to come back in, and I spent many years working through that, clearing away and bringing greater awareness to myself and my patterns. And so I started writing the book as that process was unfolding, because it was a way for me to process what was going on. And then I also had this desire to share with other people what I was experiencing. I wanted to help other people that were going through it. And I also was simultaneously dealing with the integration of a kundalini awakening. And I'll put links for my website and all the other videos that are related to this in the description. So the kundalini awakening was opening up my energy field to receive energy in a new way, to experience energy in a new way. And it was all incredibly enlightening. I was learning so much about myself and how the universe works, the laws of energy in the universe. So I began writing, not really knowing why I was writing. It was helping me to process and to understand my journey a little bit more. And then as the years went on, I started to recognize that what was emerging was a book. It started to take the form of chapters. So I organized them into chapters and started writing the book with a little more intention. And so the first part of the book is my personal journey. The second part talks about the ego and all the different mechanisms of the ego, the limiting beliefs, the core beliefs that people hold on to, the kind of cultural conditioning that most people are unconsciously affected by. And then the third part of the book is practices for self-mastery. So it's things like yoga and deep breathing and meditation, connecting with nature, setting intentions, using visioning processes to fine-tune your intention and the focus for your life. And then the fourth part of the book is what I call the holistic healing protocol. And that developed over the course of 20 years. Before my spiritual awakening, I had a chronic illness called ulcerative colitis. It's an autoimmune condition. And so for that decade, pretty much, I was researching health and nutrition and all that stuff. And then as I went through my awakening, I was also making some pretty profound changes in my diet and lifestyle. And in the time since that period, I've healed. It took a few months after the awakening, and I healed. The body healed, the emotional energy body healed. And so I've put all that information about how to detoxify the body, different organs in the body, how to change your diet to reduce and eliminate inflammation from your system, and basically how to start living and eating more in alignment with your constitution. And all of that supports the spiritual journey of awakening, because the more your body is in a state of health and vibrancy, then your mind and emotions are clearer, and it's easier to clear out stuff, old, unprocessed emotional energy. So it's truly a holistic approach, and that's in the title here, A Journey of Awakening and a Comprehensive Guide for Healing the Mind, Body, and Spirit. So it's really a holistic, comprehensive approach to the awakening process. And the feedback I've gotten has just been tremendous. People have really enjoyed it, and they've experienced their own sorts of awakening moments through reading the text. So the information is great in this book. It's very inspiring, I believe, but also the energy that's coming through, I think, is also important. And that's what I experienced from Eckhart Tolle's book. The information about the ego was very enlightening, but mostly what I felt was his energy of awakened consciousness coming through the text. And I think as we each go through this process of awakening, reconnecting with our spirit, clearing away the ego and all of the limiting, fearful beliefs, then our energy is shifting, it's changing, it's opening. And we now carry that energy with us. And when we communicate about it, when we share our energy through our words and just through our presence, other people feel that. And that part within them, in their spirit, that remembers the truth of who they are, now has an opportunity to feel that energy more fully. And it can awaken within them the remembrance of that state of being. So it's really a beautiful process to go through the awakening, and then now to be sharing it with other people. It's truly just it's an energy of awakened consciousness. And so that's the feedback that I get from a lot of my clients, and then also from people reading the book, is they just feel lighter, they feel more open after having sessions or reading the book. And I've certainly felt that with people in my life who are going through the awakening process. Just by being around them and feeling their energy, it's very uplifting and heart-opening. And so that's what the world needs right now, is we need to be sharing the wakefulness energy, and we're helping to wake each other up by being in that state of presence. So if you are interested in spirituality and having a good read, this might be an interesting book for you. Healing Through Awakening, you can find it on Amazon. There's also a link to this book from my website, which will be in the description. Thanks for watching. Hope you're having a great day.